So let us begin with today's session. Now, today we are going to first of all analyze and understand why are numericals so important. As architects or as students of architecture, all of us run away from maths, and even if we talk about structures, even at your college level, right? We run away from that subject as well. Now, if you see in the gate examination, these numericals are very, very important and they are very scoring. Let us take a look at that. How and why is it important? Let's look at some analysis as well. Now, I hope all of you also know that your examination is going to be on the 2nd of February from 9:30 to 12:30. So you have roughly around less than a month, I would say. But still, it's not too late. In case if you've not yet started preparing, this is still a good time, I would say. Even if you focus only on numericals along with some part of theory, you can still clear the examination. Now, if we look at the paper pattern, right, the exam is for a total of 100 marks, where you have 15 marks for your aptitude and you have 85 marks for our architecture and planning questions. What are the pattern of questions if we see? We have MCQ type of questions, MSQ and NAT. So that is multiple choice, multiple select and numerical answer type. Now if we look at them one by one, even in MCQ questions, you have some sort of numericals that are asked every year. For example, look at this question. A room measuring 5 by 3.5. What is the quantity of plastering required for the interior walls? And they have given you options. Hence, though this is a numerical, it is still under the MCQ category. And if you see for MCQs, there is a negative marking. So if it is a 1 mark MCQ and you give a wrong answer, 1/3 mark would be deducted. And if it is a 2 mark MCQ, for that every wrong answer will lead to 2/3 of marks being deducted. Other than that, if we look at MSQ, here you have more than one as the correct answer. So if you look at this question, which of the following is there or states in India? So we know Maharashtra is a state, Gujarat is a state, and Goa is a state. So here more than one answer is correct, but all four cannot be correct. Okay. So even in the examination, no four answers will be correct. Either it will be two answers or three answers which will be correct. Now, other than this, if for this MSQ question, suppose if I had only selected Maharashtra and Gujarat, still I will get 0 marks because I have not given the complete answer. I will not get any partial marks, maybe half a mark or something. Nothing of that sort will happen. Or suppose in this case, had I also chosen Mumbai, maybe I would have answered as Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Mumbai in this case. Okay. Still, I would get 0 marks because there is no negative marking for a MSQ question. And for a NAT, that is a numerical answer type, the question is given to you. You have to use the formulas basically and type in your answer whatever you get. So the only difference here is that there are no options, whereas for this one, there are options and there is negative marking for the MCQ questions. So if we see your numericals, because these NAT type of questions, if we see, right? They don't have any negative marking. So it's a big win-win situation for you. In case if you attempt them and even if you get a wrong answer here and there, you have nothing to lose. And that is why they are very, very important. So let us try and solve a few previous year questions. I would want all of you to try this question and maybe let me know the answer in the chat box. After that, I would solve this, but all of you just try it for once. Give it a try. The question says that there is a real estate developer who's developing a township on a public-private partnership mode, that is a PPP mode. The total area of the site is 2.672 hectares and allowable FAR is 2.25, out of which 20% is marked for MIG category. Here they are saying that assuming the gross area of each MIG unit, for one MIG unit, the gross area is 72 square meters. So assuming the super built up area to be same as FAR, maximum number of MIG apartments that I can construct is how much? I want all of you to give it a try. Okay. So most of you are saying 167, where if we look at it, the gate answer is also 167. For a few of you who face some issue, I will also solve it. What does it say? That the total site area is 2.672 hectares. Allowable FAR is 2.25. And 20% of the total built up area is for MIG. So now first of all, let us find what is going to be my permissible total built up area. So can I just say that your total built up area is equal to plot area into FSI or FAR, which would be what? 2.672 into 2.25. How much does this come up to? How many hectares? That would be 6.012 hectares, or let's convert it to square meters, where if you see 1 hectare is 10,000 square meters. So this would be 60120 square meters. Now, out of this total area, 20% is for MIG. So that comes up to 12,024 square meters, right? Now, out of this, this is the total area for MIG. So if we look at the basic mathematics, right? So for one unit, it is 72 square meters. So likewise, 12,024 square meters will have how many units? Basic cross multiplication. So can I say that 12,024 divided by 72, which is 167, is the total number of units that we get? I hope this is clear for all. Let us try another one. A residential plot of 12 by 15 meters is abutting a roadside on the smaller side of the road. The ground coverage is 50% and FSI is 2.5. What are the maximum number of floors? The maximum number of floors are 4. What is the maximum buildable area? What is the total built up area that I can get? Okay, some of you are saying 225, some are saying 450, some are saying 360. Okay, 225, Bhavna. Yes, everybody, quickly. So we've got all three answers, 225, 360, and 450 as well. So if we see let what the gate answer says, that C is the correct answer, that is 360. Let us take a look at it how. So if you look at this, right, 12 by 15 meters, that is how much? The plot is of 12 by 15 meters and the smaller side is of the plot is abutting the road. Now in this case, they're saying they've given the ground coverage, FSI and number of floors as well. So if we look at it, here what all have we seen till now or in the last numerical also, we had seen that your total built up area is FSI into plot area. So if we go by this method, it would be 2.5 into 180. That is 15 by 12 is 180. So in this case, what would my total built up area be? 450. But if we look at it, they've also given me additional data like the ground coverage and total number of floors. So there's another formula that we can also use considering this data. Can anybody tell me what other formula is it? Okay, I will only tell you. So another formula is total built up area is equal to ground coverage into total number of floors. So here they are saying 50% of my plot area is my ground coverage area. So my total plot area is 180. So 50% of 180 is 90. So if I say on one floor, I'm covering 90 square meter of area. Likewise, I have 4 floors. So 90 into 4, that makes it 360 square meters as my total built up area. So here, if we see, the maximum permissible number of floors is 4, which we are consuming in this equation or in this second case. Whereas if you look at it over here, to consume the total area of 450, I would have to add another floor, which again is not permissible, which would be illegal. So in this case, where you are given all the data, you need to cross-check using both the formulas. And likewise, choose the lower value, because here again we have a restriction on number of floors, hence we have to adhere to that. So that is why here C would be my correct answer, that is 360 square meters. Again, this being a connected question, they have a second question attached to this same question, where here they are saying that if we revise the building bylaws and setbacks of 3 meters and 2 meters on the rear side, 3 meters on front and 2 meters on all the three sides are added, then what will be your total buildable area? So in this case, students who answered 225 or 450, if you get this wrong, eventually this answer will also come wrong and you will end up losing 2 marks. So yes, please solve this one and let me know what answer are you getting. Okay, one is saying D, one is saying B. C. So here, this was the correct answer. D. Okay. Yes, everybody do give it a try. Yes, Hiba, Kartika, Kush, Mandar, Mansi, Monica. Okay. So some of you said C, some of you said D. Now let us take a look at it. What are they saying if we are revising the bylaws? Okay, we have more answers, that is B as well. Fine. So this is my 12 meters and 15 meters of plot. Now I am adding setbacks. So from the front side it is 3 meters and the other sides it is 2 meters each. And in this case now, what is going to be my maximum buildable area? So here if we look at it, I can only build on this much portion. So what is the area of this portion? Can we find that out? Can I say for this width, it is 12 minus 4, that is 8 meters. And for this length, it is 15 minus 3 minus 2, that is 15 minus 5, that is 10 meters. Yes. So what is this total area? Can I say this is 80 square meters, which is less than the permissible ground coverage. Permissible ground coverage was what? 50%, that is 90 square meters. So here this area is 80 square meters, so it is good to go. We can construct on this. Now, if one floor of mine is consuming 80 square meters of area, likewise, four floors will consume how much? Can I say it is 80 by 4? That is 320 square meters. What they want me to find out, what will be the maximum buildable area in this case after the setbacks are put. So here the options are given as it is increased or it is decreased by some XYZ area. So in this case, the earlier area that we had got, total buildable area, was 360 square meters. Now with these restrictions, the area is 320 square meters. So can I say it has decreased by 40 square meters? And hence option D is the correct answer. So I hope everybody is clear with this or has some better idea with respect to how to tackle numericals. Now, if we look at the previous year trends, right from 2013 till 2024, in the form of MCQs, last year we did not have a single numerical in the form of MCQs. All were in the form of your NATs. But otherwise, if we see now from 2013, the number of numericals asked in MCQ format has been decreasing. So in 2013 it was 19, then it's gone to 2, 8, 2, 4, 1, 0, 1, 0. But whereas if you look at NAT, here it is increasing from 14 to 28 to 31, 32, 33, a bit of dip in 25, again 34, 20, 33. So here more numericals are being asked, which again, this is the number of marks that I'm talking about. So last year we had 18 questions, 3 one marker and 15 two marker questions, which were asked, adding to a total of 33 marks. And if we look at the previous year cutoffs, so if total marks for NAT were 33, the cutoff is 41.5, which is not a huge difference, right? Likewise, if you look at this one, 34 marks for numericals, total of 21 questions, considering MCQ and NAT, 1 marker, 2 marker, total marks 34, and cutoff was 37, hardly 3 marks, 3 or let's say 4 marks. So, what I'm trying to say here is that numericals firstly play a major role. Secondly, only by solving numericals plus some 2-3 questions, or if you add aptitude. Now, this data that I'm showing you here, I've not included aptitude questions. This is pure architecture and planning questions analysis. Okay, numerical aptitude is another separate 15 marks. So if you look at this, these numericals are very, very important. So roughly 38% of your marks are for your numericals, 15% is your aptitude, and the remaining then for your other questions, the theoretical questions that are there. So on an average, every year between 30 to 33 questions are asked. Roughly 16 to 17 questions on an average are asked every year in a numerical format, adding to or uh, becoming 30 to 33 marks. Right? And hence, this is very important to focus on. And that is why we are launching the Rank Booster numerical course, where students who miss out either the cutoff by zero point 0.5 or 0.25 marks, or lose out on an IIT seat just because of 1 mark or a zero point 0.5 mark as well, right? These numericals are going to help you to crack your gate with a very good score. So what all will be covered? So in this course, we will be covering numericals from construction management, that is your CPM PERT, estimation and specification. From urban design landscape conservation section, it is more of landscape related questions, especially on contours that are asked. For housing, your FAR densities, residential densities, valuation. For services and infrastructure, mostly numericals on firefighting, water treatment, water supply and distribution, rainwater harvesting, stormwater drain, sewage disposal methods, solid waste management. All of these are asked. So this is again your common section A. We are still to look at your B1 and B2 section, right? So these are compulsory questions that you see on the screen. These are compulsory. This is a compulsory section on which you have to attempt all the questions. And questions on all these topics are asked. Questions by questions, I mean your numericals. Coming to section B1, that is your architecture part. Here we have some questions also related to building construction in terms of what the number or the quantity of material that would be required, plus structural systems, all questions related to your building structures, strength of material, your high long span structures, Young's modulus related questions, right? So on all these topics, questions have been asked. For services and sustainability, thermal, visual, acoustic related questions, your natural and mechanical ventilation questions, where questions related to air changes per hour are asked, air conditioning, water supply, related to refrigeration, escalators, elevators, in how much time does the escalator or the elevator go up or reach the floor? What would its capacity be? Questions related to that. For section B2, that is your planning section. Here, questions related to again tools and surveys, topography, land use. So, if questions in terms of what? That the scale related questions, graphic representation of spatial data, questions related to demography, population projection. In terms of transportation or infrastructure planning section, here questions related to some traffic survey methods, traffic flow analysis, traffic management, road capacity, travel distance. These kind of questions are asked. So we are starting from tomorrow, that is 6th of January. We will be completing the course by 22nd. The classes will be from 8 to 9:30, and all the classes will be live. You will also be getting recorded lectures. Plus, you will be getting 2 full-length mock tests to solve for practice as well. The course fees are not 2,999, but we have a special discount for the first 20 students. So those of who want to enroll, you can please do so. Also, the old students of Exam Assure who have been a part of any of the course, we have an additional discount for those students. You all can contact us on this number 76317 66140. Now I will take up all your doubts. Okay, you all may put your doubts in the chat box. You all may put your all your doubts in the chat box. I will take them one by one. Okay, Bhavna, in GATE exam, in the GATE examination, can we attempt both architecture and planning? No, you have to choose between either one of them. Though you are allowed to see questions from both the sections, Bhavna. So you can see all questions from architecture, then you can see all questions from planning, and you will have to choose one. Okay. Prakhar, how will we cover the course in 20 days? That is our responsibility. Okay, so all the faculty that is there, they are all experienced uh, people who have cleared GATE, have been to IITs already, and are very well versed with this. They've all been GATE rankers. We will not you It was not only practice questions, Sanya. Here the concepts related to the numerical will be clarified first. Along with that, the faculty will be solving these questions with you. So the way I have asked you, first explain something, then given you some time to solve, and then explained how to solve or what is the trick, that is going to be the process of the lectures. So in case if you are an old student of Exam Assure of any course, you can contact us on this number. And for the new students who are here today, only because you all are attending, this is a giveaway from from our side. We are giving an additional discount. Yes, Sanjana, the pattern of numerical questions is the same. But if we see the difficulty level, it is increasing. Yes, Sanya, also the PYQs will also be solved. See, there is no fixed number, okay, that from housing every year, two questions, from structures, five. It changes every year, so there is no one number. Okay, anybody, any query, any doubts you all want to ask? If I attempt one section, then can I only focus on one section part, numerical and theory, or both? So see, in this section or in this course, we are going to be covering numericals from both the parts. Okay. Why so? Because a few questions again from, let's say, some planning related questions also are sometimes asked in common section A. Let's say you've chosen architecture, right? That is section B1. But sometimes a B2 question is also asked in common section A, and that is where we don't want our students to lose out on the marks. Okay, Utkarsh, I hope that answers your query. See, Dhananjay, both have equal amounts every year. Okay. Kratika, the practice questions will be given to you in the class. Mehul, you can either WhatsApp on this number or you can give them a call. Aditya, we will be providing 2 full-length mock tests along with this course. Okay. And in case if any of you want to enroll, you all can take this discount right now because it's valid only for today for the first 20 students. We already have 15 to 16 people who have enrolled just now. So it's only 4 more seats left. Any other questions, queries, anybody facing any difficulty in any section while preparation? Yes, Neha, you can access the mock test on the laptop as well. How much one has to score to get into IIT? So see, as per the last few years trends, all our students who've gotten into IITs, the gate rank was somewhere between 1 to 120, 125 max. Okay. So again, a rank below 100 is a cakewalk for IIT. So roughly, I would say the score has to be above 65 on an average. Okay. 65 to 70 on an average. Yes, Aditya, there is mock test also available with this 2 full length mock test. Okay, do we have any more doubts, queries? Yes, structures is also being covered in this course. All the numerical related topics from the entire syllabus are going to be covered. Okay, for Rajni, you can contact us on this number for more details. Bhavna, will the related topics be taught or will it just be numerical solving session? No, these will be first taught and the conceptual clarity to the students will be given first. After that, we will be solving the questions in the class. Okay? It is not only blindly solving or not like only take this is the formula and solve. No, first we need to have that conceptual clarity, so that would be done, and then we will be practicing these numericals. Okay? Because it is important to understand them rather than mug it up. Okay, Bhavna, I hope that answers your question. Yes. Okay, do we have any more doubts? Any more queries? Kush, wherever there are tricks that are needed for the numericals, those will be explained and told or taught to you. Okay. So like right now, where I also explained that you need to check from both the formulas, which is a very important point, which most of us miss at times, especially under pressure during the exam pressure. So these kind of things will also be discussed in the class. So, Xiaomi, I don't know what is your name. You can scan this QR code for additional discount. Or maybe you can click on the link that will be shared in the description below. In the chat box below. Ma'am, what will be the time period? Of course. Yes, it is starting tomorrow, Bhavna. So from tomorrow till 22nd, we will be having daily classes. Okay, even on Saturday, Sundays, we will be having classes. Okay, any other doubts, any more queries? You can share the screenshot on the number that I've written on the screen. 76317 66140. Webavi. Okay. When will we get topic-wise schedule for classes? So once when you enroll, there is a schedule that will be uploaded on the portal. Okay. Okay, Rajni. Yes. Okay, any more doubts, more queries? Okay, Rajni, we'll share this in the WhatsApp group as well. Okay? Yes. So I hope all of you are on the right track of your preparation. If you've not started, please do start. In case if you have any doubts, please do ask. For numerical of architecture part of planning, there is no negative marking. Yes, so see, in case if it is a NAT type question where there are no options given, right? And you just have to type in the answer, there is no negative marking. If the numerical is asked in form of MCQ, where options are given, in that case there is negative marking. But if we see the previous year trends, like for example, last year, there was no numerical question that was asked in the MCQ format. All were asked in the NAT format, which was roughly around 33 marks. Okay, Lakshmi? Okay. Yes, thank you. So I hope everybody is clear now and has a better idea of how to tackle these numericals or what should be focused on in terms of the numericals as well. So thank you and wish you all the best.